Okay, so finally I have studied. I ran into this article that I printed up January 27th, and I feel like this is gonna really yeah, this is serious. I found what I printed up was the Willie Lynch speech. And if you don't know who he is, he was a British slave owner in the West Indies. He basically came up with this whole entire plan, a whole invention on how to keep slavery a successful movement. And yes, the name of his speech was called "The Making of a Slave." And and it was just so funny to me. Like, after I made the last video, I thought about, oh my God, I got something that's so relevant to this, something that maybe will put fire up under y'all asses. I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, and I was just going through it and highlighting some stuff, and I mean, I just want y'all to kind of open your eyes a little bit, just real quick. The government still uses Willie Lynch's ideas, and if you think that they're not prominent and prevalent, relevant, and existing in today's society, then you a damn fool. I am sorry, excuse my language, but you are out of your mind. And I got something to tell you fools too at the end. First, I'm gonna start off and kind of go through what this speech consisted of. First of all, he spoke in front of some white people in Virginia in 1712. He guaranteed that this plan would work if started off the right way for 300 years. It will be 300 years in 2012 that he first gave this speech. Y'all got that? First of all, what I talked about, how black people are so worried about what the next man got, to a point where it's throwing him off mentally, where we can't come together. That jealousy, that need to find a difference between your brother, that was Willie Lynch's idea. That whole mental enslavement, that was Willie Lynch. The whole fact that we have so many black mothers raising their children by themselves and no black fathers, that was Willie Lynch too. This might go into 2 videos. I'm gonna just say it right now. If we're gonna do it, I can't half-ass do it. If we're gonna go all the way, but that was Willie Lynch. Okay, let me read to y'all a few things that he said. In my bag here, I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I guarantee every one of you, if it is installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. And he uses first the differences between us all to drive us apart and turn us against each other. He says, I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. Hence, skin color, big breasts, big ass, age, how crazy people are over anti-aging, and all of that. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. What controls and drives our community apart today, that's Willie Lynch. That's him. The things that have us at war, the things that have caused us to be our own enemies, that is Willie Lynch. It's no mistake that this is so coincidental. This is intentional. They They knew what they were doing. They said, hell yeah, that man got a good ass idea. We're going to keep this around and let's just see what we can do with it. And then it got to a point where we made it so easy to become and continue to become slaves. They didn't even need to do much. We just let it go. Let it go ourselves. He says, on the top of my list is age. The second is color. How many times you see team dark skin, team light skin? Baby, how about team black? Team African American? Team unity? What about that? Damn! Doesn't that matter anymore? Intelligence, size, sex, plantations, and attitudes and things like that. This man said, distrust is stronger than trust, and envy is stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. All that. You know how much a black man does not trust another black man? A lot. Okay? Hell, y'all know. I'm not talking out my ass. Y'all live. Y'all see this. Y'all interact with your fellow black people. You see this. And I'm not trying to exclude the white folks. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts and get the attention of my people right quick, you know. And it was a lot. This man was talking. He was talking. He got, let's make a slave. The breaking process of the African American woman. I'm gonna say that for the next one, baby. We gonna focus on y'all. We gonna focus on the women a little bit, because you know I just made I made a video about the women yesterday. We're going to talk about y'all and about how a woman in this society is so easily portrayed as being independent, and someone who is a single mother raising a child, and how the absence of a black man is so much more common than his actual presence. I'm going to save it to another one, because we already had 7 minutes, and I feel like I got a lot to say. It's just crazy to me how all of this, 299 years later, the teachings and the ignorance of Willie Lynch has still controlled our minds. And he said, you know, install it in one generation and it'll keep going. Keep going. And that's exactly what it's doing. He said, we just gonna turn everybody against each other. We have the old black men against the young black men, female against male, which I will talk about again when I talk about the breaking of an African American woman. Male against the female. I mean, dark skin against light skin. Come on, y'all. I know I'm not the only one putting this together, and this ain't no rocket science thing to find. Y'all can type in Willie Lynch on Google. Get this. Everybody, get this in your Rolodex. Have this to refer to. Anybody can have this. I'm telling y'all, you don't have to have no money to be self-educated now. You can learn stuff every day on your own. Hell, we don't learn shit in school damn near, paying hundreds of dollars. Alright now. I'm sorry. I told y'all I wasn't gonna do this. I said I wasn't gonna be vulgar, but it is hard, y'all. It's hard, because it's crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. What else did he say? Man, he talks about, first of all, he goes on a tirade, comparing a black man, and he just saying nigger. I'm saying black man, but he's saying nigger. Comparing a black man to a horse, and how to break the black man to an extent where the woman's dependence on him falters, and she becomes independent and teaches her offspring to be independent as well, and therefore the male presence becomes absent in the black woman, in a black child's life, and it's accepted because it has been implemented so early. So it goes on for generations and generations, baby. This is what we live in right now. This is no mystery. It ain't like I'm foreseeing it. I'm telling y'all, this is what it is. We'll be back right after this. But for yeah, I'll be back. I'm just saying though, think about it. Tell me feedback. Let me know. I can't be the only one. Tell me what you think.